Hi everyone, welcome again to my channel. Today we are going to talk about career pathing. In last month or so, I have delivered quite a few sessions on career pathing, and I thought it would be a great idea to bring this concept to my YouTube audience as well and share the insights. So here we are. So what is career pathing? When you think about career pathing is essentially charting out your growth and development. And a few years ago, you would have thought about career pathing strictly from a professional perspective. But over the years, the concept of career pathing has evolved. Today, you can't think about career pathing without thinking about your holistic growth. The whole process of career pathing is a cyclic process, and there are 6 steps involved, and I'm going to walk you through those 6 steps now. The first step is to align on your values with yourself. Often when people think about career, they focus on the next title or the next job role or the next compensation package or the next company that they are going to work for. And when they get there, they start to run towards the next big thing in their agenda. Now, taking time to understand what your values are, what are your negotiables and your non-negotiables, actually helps you decide whether the career path that you are on is the right path or not, and what changes do you need to make. This also needs to align with your definition of happiness, because if you're not happy in the career path that you have chosen, your ultimate goal of holistic growth and development will not be achieved. So it's important to understand what your values are and aligning yourself with those values. The second step to this is to identify your superpower. What skills do you have that can help you get there? Now, we all have multiple skills in our tool set or a skill set, but there is one skill that shines, one skill that we are great at and wonderful at, and that's the skill that I want you to focus on. That's your superpower. And once you decide on your superpower, you have to think about how you can leverage that superpower in your conversations and ultimately to get to that career goal that you are looking for. The third step is to define your goal and break it into milestones. This is the fun part. This is where the action happens. You know what your values are and you know what your superpower is. Use these two to create your growth goals. For some, the goal could be to achieve financial freedom by 40, while for others, it would be to become a marketing leader by 35. Both of these are great goals. There is nothing that's right or wrong. It's all about what matters to you the most, what brings you true happiness, and what aligns with your values. So once you have the goal, the next step is to identify various paths to that goal. Choose the path that works best for you in the moment and break it down into milestones that will help you get there. Now, it is important to note over here that for some, the path might be linear, while for others, the path might be non-linear. And for some, the path might not even be clear, and that's perfectly okay. Let's take an example, and I can explain it to you a little further. For example, if your goal is to become the CEO of a company, you might have 3 paths. You might have one path, which is to rise up the ranks and get to the CEO level in your current company. The second is to take a non-linear path, build your skills through an executive program or through gaining experience at various departments in different companies, and then get to the CEO level. Or the third one could be to start something of your own and become the CEO of your company. So you see how different paths can still let you get to the end goal that you're looking for. It's up to you to decide which of these paths would be the best path for you, knowing that there is an opportunity to switch the paths if you need to. The fourth step is to build your skills. To get where you want to be, you will need to acquire new skills. Not everybody has the skills that they need to get to their goal. I would argue that almost everybody needs to build on new skills to be able to get to their end goal. When you start thinking about building your skills, do an analysis, a gap analysis to figure out which are the hard skills and soft skills that you are missing and how you're going to acquire them. For some, it might be through leadership programs or through training programs that help you build your skill set around a programming language, for example. For others, it might be through various experiences like volunteering for a position and building a skill set, or it might be through speaking at different conferences and building your speaking and storytelling skills, for example. So think about how you're going to build the skills and put a plan in place, and this should actually go as part of your milestones that we discussed before. And the last and the final step is to say yes. Plans are useless unless there is an execution strategy behind them. Say yes to taking action. Say yes to exploring every opportunity that takes you towards your goal with enthusiasm and optimism. Say yes to learning new experiences, and say yes to pivot your plan as needed to get to your goal. Saying yes is the most important part of your entire career pathing. Any opportunity that brings you close to your goal, you should say yes to. And don't be afraid to take risks, and don't be afraid to be uncomfortable. The more uncomfortable you are in the situation, the more you are learning from that situation and the closer you are getting to your goal. So career pathing is not something that you plan for once and keep working towards it. It's an ongoing process. As you gain skills and experience, as your life evolves, you will notice that sometimes your goal might change too. And that's perfectly okay. It just means that you have to go back and define your career pathing process again. So I hope this video gives you enough information to start thinking about your growth and your development and charting out your career differently, and provides you the template that you can work on. I'll see you in our next video. Till then, keep succeeding.